Good morning. It is Thursday, April 20th. I'm down here in the Smoky. Seems like it's been a while since I've been here, so I believe this time last year was the last time I was down here. So I'm gonna do a 4-day, 3-night loop in the park. I'm starting here at the Cades Cove entrance on the Ridge Mountain, and then I'll go up Crooked Arm Ridge. So what I'm planning to do is pretty much hiking around Cades Cove. So I'll be heading up that way, and I'll just be going along all those ridges you see in the background, some of those high ones, and then coming back down the back end there on Anthony Creek back to my truck. So hopefully I'll see a lot of wildflowers, maybe some wildlife, and some waterfalls. So really looking forward to it. So let's get going. All right, just stopped at Crooked Arm Falls. Pretty little waterfall. I was there a few years ago in the fall, and there was a lot more water. At the time, it was after a couple days of heavy rain, so I think that waterfall sometimes is completely dried up. So, but it was pretty. So I'm just heading up Crooked Arm Ridge right now towards Indian Grave Gap Trail, I believe. So catch you at the top. Been seeing lots of pileated woodpeckers, but they won't let me get them on film. Shucks. There is Cades Cove in all her glory. Came up quite a bit. Up to the Indian Grave Gap Trail. Crooked Arm Ridge was a lot steeper, longer than I remember. It's just a lot of short switchbacks pretty much the whole way up here to the ridge, and I believe Indian Grave Gap is pretty straight and cruiser, so I think I'm gonna do the 1.8 down to the intersection with Ridge Mountain, which I'm going down and taking a nice long lunch there. But yeah, I guess that's the difference between hiking it in the fall and, you know, in a spring day that's pretty warm. So it is a lot more difficult when it's warmer out. I'm working up a pretty good sweat. So in the fall, it seemed not too bad. But, it's cool hiking a different, the same trail in a different season. It's almost like a new trail. So I'm gonna get chug some water and head on down Indian Grave Gap Trail towards Ridge Mountain Trail. Here's a nice little view from the Indian Grave Gap Trail. This is on the other side of the ridge, the opposite of Cades Cove. So we're looking down into Tennessee. All right, currently hiking down the Rich Mountain Trail to meet up with the Rich Mountain Road, where I will hop on Ace Gap, and that's a trail I've never done before. So I'm looking forward to that. I've done all these trails a couple years ago in the fall. But yeah, the top of Rich Mountain Trail was amazing. All the trillium, it was just covered the whole hillside. They were everywhere. It was amazing. And there's like little asters. I think those are asters, the real small ones mixed in there. So that, yeah, it was beautiful. It's weird. I've gone about 5 to 6 miles, and that's the first and only batch of trillium I've seen, and it was all like concentrated and on one hillside. So, but it was beautiful. That's kind of why I'm out here, is to see stuff like that. So it was a nice little treat. So all downhill to the road. See you down there. All right, made it to the start of the Ace Gap Trail. Have not done this one before, so I'm excited. I am staying at campsite 3 tonight, so 6.3 from here to relaxation, and just gonna take my time. It's 2 o'clock, so I got plenty of time to get there, and I'm just gonna take a water break and head on down. Trail's pretty cruiser so far. I heard it was, so be making some good miles on this trail. Beautiful smell of pine. A bunch of pine cones or pine needles on the covering the trail. Pretty awesome. First lady slipper I've seen so far. Still on Ace Gap, about 3 miles in, or halfway from Rich Mountain Road to the campsite. So nice trail, easy walking. Smells so good back here. All right, Ace Gap in the books. Pretty cool trail. Not a whole lot going on, but it was just a pleasant walk in the woods the whole time, which I kind of enjoy. So now 0.6 on the Beard Cane Trail to camp, and boy, am I ready. I think I'm a little dehydrated. This has been dry hiking for a while, so not much as far as water goes. So I need to get to camp and just chug a bunch of electrolytes. Let's get there. Here's the setup, Camp 3. Got some water filtering, let gravity do the work for you. Got the creek right over there, so that'll be nice to listen to at night. And it's just a nice little campsite. I don't think it gets used that much. the trail's just right there, Beard Cane. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It's about 6:15. I'm gonna chug a bunch of water, get some electrolytes in me, and eat a big dinner. Oh yeah, time to get to town. Cooked up some packet gourmet bacon burrito with fajita chicken. Probably my favorite trail meal. You can wrap it in a burrito too if you want to, but it's just as good right out of the bag. It's got like chicken, black beans, rice, spinach, corn, cheddar cheese, some hot sauce. So good. And the secret is, which I didn't bring this time, some chili cheese Fritos in there. Really, that's the trick. And then I also brought a little thing of wine just to kind of sip on around the fire because I gotta have fun. So happy to be down here. It's been a while. So got a few more days left down here, and I'm really looking forward to it. Not a bad view to sleep to. I am gonna crash hard tonight, I can tell already. All cozy, ready for some sleep. All right, good morning. Started day 2 in the Smokies. I had a wonderful night last night at campsite 3. I think it's called Hess Creek, maybe campsite, but I'm not sure. But it was so relaxing, and quiet last night, and there was tons of lightning bugs that came out, and they were just all over. So that was pretty neat. But today I'm going to try to knock out some trails back here in the backside of Cades Cove, such as the rest of this one, Beard Cane I'm on now, Cane Creek, Gold Mine, some of Cooper Road, and Little Bottoms. So I'll probably be in the woods most of the time. Pretty level hiking, I believe. So I'm just gonna take my time and enjoy the birds singing and just being out here. So I don't know. There probably won't be any magnificent views or anything, but that's okay with me. And I am going to be staying at campsite 17 tonight. Coming across a couple of these little creek crossings. They're shallow enough just to get across without getting your feet wet. So we'll see how that goes the rest of the trail. Really enjoying this Beard Cane trail. really flat. Follows the creek the whole way. There are a bunch of creek crossings though, so FYI. But I was able to rock hop across them. But if the water was just a little bit higher, you're gonna get your feet wet on this trail. So I should be getting to the end here, the intersection. One thing else about Beard Cane is there are some parts it looks like if you came here, there's a little mucky section. Let me get through here real quick. If you came here, I mean, it's the end of April, but if you came here like a month later and even the summer, it's already starting to get overgrown. So wear some pants. Kind of headed up away from the creek. Right, Beard Cane in the books. Cool trail. I'm gonna take a break. I got my stuff set up there. I'm at this big like intersection here with a bunch of trails, but I'll be heading down Cooper Road next to meet up with the Cane Creek Trail. But yeah, so I'll be heading down that way. I'm just gonna take a nice break there. It's been a beautiful day so far. All right, coming down Cooper Road to the Gold Mine and Cane Creek intersection. So my plan is to get down here, take a little break, head up Gold Mine and back. That's 0.9 up, 0.9 back, take another little break, and then do Cane Creek. It's 2.1 to the park boundary, and then 2.1 back. So both Cane Creek and Gold Mine are dead end trails, but that's the only way to get them done. So, and it looks like there's a hog trap down here. So wonder if there's a lot of wild pig activity around here. All right. So I'm trying to see, let's see here, is that Gold Mine? Okay, so Cane Creek is that way. Where is Gold Mine? Oh, I guess Gold Mine is that way. All right, cool. All right, I am at campsite 2 on the Cane Creek Trail, so I just took a break here. So what I'm gonna do is hang up my pack on the bear cable here because I have to double back anyway, and go down to the end of this trail and then just pick it up on the way out. So yeah, seems like the smart thing to do, so I don't have to carry it all the way down there and back. So all right, so we'll be heading down to the park boundary. decent sized black snake. Heard him slithering off the trail. All right, so I made it to the park boundary and the end of the Cane Creek Trail. So I'm just gonna turn around and double back to 1.5, grab my pack from the campsite, and head on down to Gold Mine Trail and do that trail next. So another trail finished, and I get to do it again. All right, reached the beginning of the Gold Mine Road Trail, so 0.8 up to the park boundary and back. So I'm gonna take a little break before that and knock this one out. There's a nice little pink lady slipper on the Gold Mine Road Trail. These are few and far between, that's for sure. When you find them, there's usually just one or two. All right, I made it up to the park boundary again. This time at the top of the Gold Mine Road Trail. When I mean up, it was a climb. It wasn't like awful because it's so short, but it was definitely a climb. So I'll be going down 0.8 and then hanging a right on Cooper Road, and then meeting up with the Little Bottoms Trail, and my campsite 17 is on Little Bottoms Trail. So I think I have about 4 or 5 miles left between there somewhere. So all right, still a beautiful day though, can't complain. All right, made it down to the intersection, 1.6 to camp. Looking forward to it. It's 3 on the dot right now. You can hear Abrams Creek in the background. I'm looking forward to getting down there. Right when you crested that ridge on Little Bottoms, you could hear it crashing. It's great. Made it down to Abrams Creek. Love it. The trail just follows the creek up to the campsite. I think there might be one more up and down over like a little ridge, but I can't wait to get in there and cool off. I feel like I'm a little gross from all the sweat, and it's been a little hot the past couple of days hiking, so I think a little creek time is much needed. A nice water snake. My goodness. Probably just hunting some toads and salamanders. All set up at Camp 17. Got the hammock up. Hung the pack and food while I run down to the creek to go get water. It's a huge campsite. It's really nice. And Abrams Creek is just right there, so that's pretty neat. All right. Tonight's lovely dinner will be the market pasta puttanesca. I guess I said that right. It looks pretty good. I just fixed it up and put some Parmesan on there, and I'm gonna pour me some wine. I camped all to myself last night. Don't know if I'll have this camp. It looked like there was a few other people that had reservations before me, so we'll see. I know some rain's supposed to be moving in. I don't know if that's tonight, tomorrow morning. But maybe that is why I am the only one here. Hopefully it's nice in the morning. I'm going to try to get up early and try to get down to Abrams Falls before all the crowd gets there. rain or shine, I'll make it down there. So finally feel like I'm like back in the Smokies. I know it sounds weird, but most of today and yesterday, I don't know, it was kind of how hiking on the boundary of the park, and it just had a different vibe about it. But once I came up Little Bottoms and came down into this valley with Abrams Creek, it just felt like it was supposed to feel. I can't really explain it other than that. Tomorrow should be nice, well, depending on the rain or not. Gonna get up, climb up to the Appalachian Trail and stay in a shelter tomorrow night. Good morning. Started day 3 of the trip of the Smokies. Rained and thunderstormed most of the night last night, but still slept pretty well and stayed dry, so that was nice. And it's just now letting up. So I packed up a bunch of wet gear and on the trail by, I think, 7:10 I was on the trail, so not too shabby. But I'm making my way towards Abrams Falls, and hopefully I'll have a little time there by myself and just check them out. Looking forward to it. Coming up on Abrams Falls. They've definitely done some work here. God, it's probably been 12, 15 years since I've been to Abrams Falls. But I do not remember these steps. Pretty nice. Still on the Abrams Falls Trail. Might turn out to be a better day than I thought. I think the rain might have just came in early, which is fine with me. And you know, just take that as a blessing for today. All right, I just hit the high point of the Abrams Falls Trail. So now I think I'm just gonna be heading straight down to the parking lot. There's Abrams Creek. Beautiful day. Hopefully the rain holds off. I'd be much happy about that. Abrams Falls in the books. What a great trail. Definitely want to hike that one again. I'm right near the parking lot, so lots of people. I'm gonna make my way down to the Cades Cove Visitor Center, see if it's open, and see if I can score like a Gatorade or something. Would you look at that? So here's a kind of a guide of some of the flowers I've been seeing with the names. Pretty awesome. Thank you, Smoky Mountains. A little road walking, but the view's not too bad. It looks like I'm gonna be heading up in the mountains, and it looks like they're pretty socked in right now. I'll deal with it when I get there. All right, after a couple miles of road walking on some gravel and heat and dust from some big parade of guys in Broncos while I was walking the gravel road, I am ready to get on the Gregory Ridge Trail, 4.9 up to the Gregory Bald Trail. Sun's starting to pop out, so it's gonna be a climb for about 5 miles. Sun keeps coming out, and then it gets real warm, and then it goes behind the clouds, and it gets a little chilly. So hopefully, it's actually kind of nice because today's hiking seems a little more easy, I guess, because of the heat isn't as bad. Yesterday and the day before were like straight in the sun, and totally forgot even in like late April all the leaves aren't really on the trees yet, so let's get a pretty steady dose of sun for a while. But today's just partly cloudy and pretty nice. Let's make my way up the Gregory Ridge Trail. Right, the trail pulled away from the creek. down there now, and we're just gonna wind up to the top of the mountain. I just passed campsite 12. There's a couple people set up down there. But here we go, up and away. Get up there pretty good. Great views though. Man, it's yeah, it's straight up. I'm looking forward to get to the end and taking a really long break. It's just one of those trails where you look around every corner for the sign and it's not there, it's just more up. So I'm pretty beat. That's a tough climb, Gregory Ridge. I think next time I do this hike, I'll be going down it. That is for sure. Yes. Oh, goodness. All right, why not? Little hail, sleet. Skies look blue for the most part. Good times. All right, just got on the Gregory Bald trail from the Gregory Ridge intersection. It got cold. I don't know what happened. It just wind picked up, it got cold, it started like sleeting. Yeah, pretty crazy. But I'm gonna do the 2 miles from Gregory Ridge intersection over to the Appalachian Trail, and then another 3 miles to Molly's Ridge Shelter. That's where I'll stay the night tonight. There they go. 2 pigs like 20 feet from me. Ugh. I could see them. I could see the whites of their eyes. Well, that was exciting. Okay, so I just spooked 2 wild pigs. They were about 20 feet in front of me. They looked just as surprised to see me as I was of them, and I went to get my camera and they snorted at me and then they just took off. So it was exciting. They're pretty big. So I should be getting to the end of the Gregory Bald here, and I'm gonna take a break at the intersection and then head on up to Molly's Ridge. It's weird, I was like freezing about a half an hour ago. Now it's really hot. I came down a little ways, so maybe that's the difference. All right, still on the Appalachian Trail. Love the AT. Seems like once you get on it, it just, you kind of can pick up the pace a little bit. This is the last little section of the AT on the western side of the park that I had to do from Gregory Bald to Molly's Ridge Shelter. So I'll be able to knock this out. And then tomorrow, hike out to the truck for some food and beer. You know that, I like that. So I'll see you at the shelter. day 4 and last day in the Smokies. I got to stay in Molly's Ridge shelter last night, and it was cold. My hands were freezing. It was pretty crowded too. There's about 10 to 12 tents and 7 other people in the shelter, but they're all AT thru hikers, so it is AT thru hiker season. But it was nice to share in their excitement of being aspiring thru hikers of the Appalachian Trail. So we shared some good stories, and that was really nice. But yeah, it's still cold this morning. Kind of getting foggy down in the valley, so the sun's burning them out and burning the fog off. So I'm heading towards Russell Field Shelter. I'm gonna go down that trail towards Cades Cove in my car. So if I see anything cool along the way, I'll check in. Ran into a bunch of more wild pigs back there just a little bit. I should be at the shelter any minute, and then I'll be heading down Russell Field Trail back to the car. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more pigs than bears lately, so that's kind of disturbing. On the Russell Field Trail, heading down to my truck. It's 3.5, then I'll meet up with Anthony Creek. I think it's like maybe another 1.5 miles on Anthony Creek. Back to the Cades Cove parking lot. Just been nice to get out in the woods for a few days. First 2 nights I had a camp to myself, which is really nice. And then obviously I kind of expect a lot of people at the shelter, so that was okay though. Nice little change of pace. Weather's been kind of up and down, really. It's 2 extremes. It was pretty hot the first 2 days, and then pretty cold the last 2. So pretty interesting, the change. And yeah, as far as wildlife goes, just seen a bunch of wild pigs. So seeing a lot of wildflowers, which are nice, but no bears. So might have got skunked this trip. I still got a few more miles, so maybe I'll get lucky. So a little ways up, I just came across a fresh pile of bear crap, and there is a fresh bear print heading down into the direction I'm going. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. Got out of the Smokies alive and just got done with a couple pints and some food at the Black Horse Pub and Brewery in Alcoa, Tennessee. Getting ready to head home. Another great trip in the Smokies.